Have things felt different for you or your staff now that it's been a month since the week plus break? Have you realized noticeable improvements from your new processes and content schedule?
I don't know. Why doesn't the team answer that? There's a couple members of the team. I don't know if Luke's going to have a lot to contribute to that. Actually, I don't know if Dan's going to have a lot to contribute to that. Okay, I guess I'll talk.
I don't think you're
productive.
wrong.
What? Neither of you work on the production
You're-
team.
you're
It was
literally-
just a hilarious path to go down.
That is exactly what my response was going to be too. Like, nothing changed. Nobody talked to me as much. I was more productive.
Yeah.
I think that there's been changes, but I also think that the public perception of the changes has been much greater than what the actual changes have been. I think
Not
that it's,
to diminish the effort that's gone into the changes.
but we were putting in a lot of effort before. I think that's one of the things that people are kind of,
There was a lot of changes that
confused
were
about.
asked for that were already in motion.
it's like, hey, you guys are not doing good enough. Hey, you're like working the team too hard. And I'm sitting here going, okay, which one is it? Yes, we're working really hard and we're trying to do better. And that was already what we were trying to do. And, you know, it's obvious that there were some communication breakdowns that were taking place. I think that's the biggest thing is we broke down a lot of barriers in inter-team meetings, and we've added a lot of...
I'll also throw in here,
Yeah.
we absolutely have our communications problems, and I know of a few that I'm working on as well.
Yeah.
But if you ask like anyone that works at any company of a size that's more than like 5
3 people.
and you ask them like, what problems does your company have? Oh, communication sucks. It's like, yeah.
Things happen, and I think that...
There are a lot of things that we can do better.
Yeah, of course there are.
For sure. I'm
Of
not
course
trying to
there
like, dodge that. There's things that we need to do better.
and that's the thing is like I don't think we've ever pretended that we operate perfectly smoothly internally. I
No.
think that one of the things that we do sometimes to our detriment is we are extremely transparent about our problems. And so, here I am talking about, some of the challenges and some of the things that we're doing to improve. And I'm going to tell you guys up front, like, it's not perfect. It's going to take a lot of time. The first week back, honestly, I think we had some of the most disastrous shoots that we had in many, many months. And not because we didn't have enough time, just because we had a lot of new processes to work out, and it is not simple trying to do what we do, believe it or not. If you know the solution and it's super easy and obvious, you don't know the solution. It's not that easy. It's not that obvious. There's a lot of moving parts. And, it's one of those things that, I feel like people have to experience, people have to live to understand. And so I don't expect everybody to understand it, but, overall, I think that, it's been motivating. I think it's been exciting for people to spend more time talking to other people, which has been a personal source of frustration because that's something that I had been advocating for a lot. And then all of a sudden, now it's everybody's idea. So now we're going to do it. It's like, okay. Sure. It's like, you should be talking to this team regularly. It's like, okay, but we need like a week shutdown in order to like internalize that. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And you know what? Part of it too is that it's not that simple. It's just like a lot of the time.
Sometimes it's process change, not just I want to do this.
Yeah.
now.
And sometimes someone can say something, you go, yeah, that's a good idea and I should do that. But until there's like a, hey, wake up moment, you kind of keep doing things the way that you did them before, right? And that's
especially when people are heavily tasked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I've never claimed that we don't work hard. Never. We do. So I'm optimistic. That's what I'll say in summary.
Yeah.
Yeah.